Well, I don't. I'm definitely due a booster because NHS has given me 2 emails in 2 months, and they're like, "You got to get your booster." I'm like, "I'm not coming home for a while," so hopefully I don't get it. It's not really here that I'm aware of, unless people are just keeping it hush. But like the thing with Sri Lanka is, everyone wears a mask everywhere, and a lot of the time it makes no sense. Like you're walking to the like down the street, or you're in a tuk-tuk, or you're on your bike, and you have to wear a mask. And then when you go into a shop that's owned by a Westerner, and they're like, "Nah, it's fine." And then it's like, "Oh, cool. I'll go into a shop and then take it off."
Yeah, you're like, "Nah, it's all right. I'll leave it on, thanks."
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'll keep it on. But what's really pissing a lot of locals off now is that a lot of tourists are coming in now, especially over the Christmas and New Year holidays. And like they're almost being ignorant to the fact that they're like, "Oh, well, I had to take a negative test to be here, so I don't have it, so I'm not going to wear a mask." And you just have so many white people just like on their little mopeds. Fucking white people. Privileged white people. Just like, "Well, I don't need to wear a mask because my country doesn't say you have to wear one." And it's like, fuck off. Like, have respect for the locals. Anyway.
White boy essay. Essay.
Maybe I should do something with my white privilege, you know?
Yeah, use your white privilege, Roy.
They need help from a white guy like me. It's time for me to step up as a white man. Duncan, do you have a joke for the pod?
I do. What crime are blacksmiths usually accused of?
Not making swords sharp enough.
Forging people's details.
You're close. Forgery was the answer.
Genuine good one. Kicking it off with the 3rd episode with a strong joke.
A rare
I love
treat.
it. It's a very rare treat. Most people who listen to the jokes go, "Ah."
Duncan, are you okay? Is everything okay?
Who wrote that joke? Hello and welcome to episode 27 of That's Class, a podcast about things we find class, hosted by 3 of your favourite classholes. As always, I'm Ruaridh Kidd, joined by the biscuit boss himself, Duncan Malcolm, and the official of the podcast, because he's officially given both of us a boner, Eddie Ashcroft. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hi.
Dude.
I'm sorry, Duncan, I kept chatting when you said hi, so... I'm just going to... we're rattling it through today because we're on a schedule.
Schedule. I'm good, yeah. Nothing new. Back to work on Monday.
Yeah, pretty boring holidays. How was the Christmas? How was the eggnog? How were the presents? How were the snow? Did you guys have snow?
No. We technically had a white Christmas. It technically snowed here. Did it snow here? No, it technically snowed somewhere, didn't it?
Surrounded by white people.
Perth, I thought, sure.
We had a little dusting of snow at New Year.
Oh yeah, classic.
Other than that,
classic pitch to bring cocaine to a party. The man loves it. He thinks he's losing his hair from age, but it's just excessive use of cocaine.
on a bit of a detox now.
Your door just opened. Is that a cat?
Yeah.
Right, okay, that was super weird. No one came in.
No.
Also, are you recording through your microphone this time?
Yes.
Awesome. That's good news. Good news. And Eddie's back. Welcome back, because you missed last episode.
Good day. Oh, yeah. Can't even remember why I missed the last episode.
I think you were busy.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Just had bare things to do, probably.
Yeah. But Happy New Year to the listeners. I hope everyone had a very good holiday season. A little bit of housekeeping. Thank you again for tuning back in. After, like I said, who knows when we upload another episode of this. Usually it's every Monday morning. It will be every Monday morning from this Monday, if you're listening.
Ooh, bold claim.
Big, bold claim, yeah. We're recording on the weekend. I've got heaps of time to edit this. It's fine. Just in time for your commute, unless, again, we're being lazy or there's things going on and we don't want to record an episode. We basically record an episode, and whenever we do, it will be uploaded on a Monday. Keep your eye out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We will upload one. You should ring the little bell thing so you get notified when we get one uploaded, and then you'll be like, oh, sweet, another episode from your favorite three men who talk about anything we kind of want to talk about. Stuff. Things we find class.
We just do this whenever that we want.
Whenever the fuck we want. You can swear,
We're
it's okay.
in charge here. We're in charge here.
And if you don't have Spotify is doing video podcasts now, but if you don't have Spotify, you can also catch us on YouTube, which will be some other time during the week. But we're trying to push the whole Spotify video thing because we were there at the start. Duncan's super excited at the fact that we're doing Spotify video podcasts and no one else really is. Before the dip or the rise.
We bought the dip.
I did just notice
We're
that.
going to the moon.
I think Always Sunny podcast are starting to do video podcasts now as well.
On
Keep
Spotify.
up, guys.
On Spotify, yeah.
On Spotify.
Keep up.
Yeah. But yeah, if you like what you hear, tell your friends, share it around. The more people you tell, the more people listen, the more we kind of go, nice.
That's nice.
It's
You might
nice.
say that's class.
That's class. And Spotify and Apple do reviews, so if you want to just drop us a little 5-star review, that would be absolutely amazing. I think you have to update Spotify in order to get the reviews or something like that, or you need Spotify Premium. I'm not too sure. One of our listeners messaged us and said that he can't review us, so I don't know why. I gave us a 5-star review. I think it's pretty sweet.
You can't review us.
But while
we didn't hear you, you disappeared. You dropped out.
it's fine. I've recorded it, so it's fine. The listeners will know what's going on.
recorded it, so
Eddie
it's fine.
right now
Yeah.
is just tickling his pussy, so we will swiftly move on.
Swiftly. Like a cat.
What is on the topics today, lads? What would you like to talk about first?
Nothing. Call it a day.
Nothing.
It was a solid pod.
End it.
That was
Solid
good.
pod, guys.
Solid pod. Solid 10-minute pod.
People have actually been writing me personally saying that they go on for too long, so I think we'll stop this one down.
That's really good.
Guys, I've had a wicked idea.
What is
Steal the 10-minute podcast idea.
Yeah.
What do we want to talk about today? I don't know. You guys saw Spider-Man. It was kind of gay, but...
Duncan and I have seen Spider-Man. We probably will do.
Finally got to see it after the first time we went to go see it fell through. Then I finally got to see it on Wednesday.
Nice. How did you find it?
Are we gonna talk about why you didn't go see it the first time, or is that just
because
never to be spoken of?
Yeah, because someone caught COVID. At
Someone
their
got
Christmas party.
COVID.
Someone got COVID.
Is that someone in your room?
Is that someone sharing my household? Yes. Was that in Scotland a 10-day isolation period? Even though
what
said
selfish.
person going to Spider-Man didn't get it. Yes.
Selfish bitch.
Ooh.
She reach across the fucking Indian Ocean and slap you.
Indian Ocean? Where is she? Oh wait, I'm in the Indian Ocean. It's like, where'd Cat go so quickly?
What?
Cat.
You use a knock on the door. You're like, uh oh.
I've come to collect.
She always settles her debts.
Always settled with that. You're marked now, like Davy Jones
Yeah.
in the black spot. That's it. You'll be on
Do
the hit
you
list.
feel death?
Do you feel that?
But yeah, we've both seen Spider-Man. We probably won't go into a huge review. If it's just Duncan and I, and Eddie's not in the pod at one episode, we'll probably go deeper into it. Also, just to give more people, I think, time to watch the movie, because it is such, in my opinion, probably top 3 now. Like, genuinely, I would regard it as the Infinity War / Endgame of the Spider-Man trilogy. Like, it just ends well. It was done very well. Twists and little funny bits and little cameos that I didn't expect to happen were also very good. It's a very good movie. I'll watch it again. Pew pew pew. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, I'd say an 8 out of 10. I'd say it's pretty good.
I love your enthusiasm.
Not much else to add to it. It's really
That's
good.
pretty
To
good.
like, think about it and try to think. It's pretty good. Is it my top 3? No, but I thought it was pretty good. I did, however, I was thinking after was I leaving the cinema? I thought to myself, I should really WhatsApp Rory with a reply to the message I sent you well before it came out, going, this person's going to die. And you went, why? And I went, because it has to happen.
Oh yeah, totally. Because this needs to happen, and then this, because if this happens, then he'll do this, and then this happens. Yeah, spot on. Absolutely spot on. It was really good.
Yes.
I thought the main.
Messiah.
We'll do this I'll finish this off very quickly. A lot of the movie was very, very
used to that, aren't you?
Yeah. Story of my life. Title of my sex tape. But the movie, in my opinion, super fan servicey for everyone, pretty much, all generations. But then I also feel like the fan service worked with the story rather than it just being fan service.
Yes, I'd agree with that.
I'll leave it at that because it was a very good movie. I'm probably going to watch it again just before we review it, probably.
Nah, we'll be moved on past it. We'll be past it by then.
Speaking of moving on and past it, Eddie, are you still playing fantasy football?
I'm doing this thing where I casually check the team during the game week and make my transfers for the following game week, which ends up being a terrible decision. So
you're doing your transfers a week early.
Yeah,
it's
just because I forget.
Cotton.
Just because I forget. So
you do it whilst there's still a chance of them being injured.
Yeah.
That's hardcore mode.
Solid strategy.
Hardcore mode. That's New Game Plus.
New Game Plus.
It's not really paid off yet, so I'm kind of a bit meh about fantasy football now.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Pidge takes it too seriously, so I'm kind of.
Pidge takes it way too seriously.
But you've just got to pretend you don't. If everyone stops caring about it, then it'll be funny.
Yeah.
Because he'll get annoyed.
I mean, I'm not like, this is the thing. Like, I'm surprised at how well I'm doing because I'm literally going, fuck. I mean, because of the time zone difference, the games are starting like either 1 a.m. for me or like whatever. So I'm like, fuck, I need to like set my team. Or like I'll forget. Luckily, there's another Scottish guy here who also has fantasy, and he reminds me quite a lot.
You should be setting them.
But right now I have 6 players who are either orange or red. So I really need to like maybe I've got 2 free hits because I forgot to set my team the last 2 weeks. And I'll probably take another 8-point hit or something.
So you'll have 2 free transfers, and everyone got an extra free hit token. So
did we really? Is this because of the COVID situation?
Because of the COVID situation, because all the games keep getting called off.
That's pretty good.
So it's worth saving them because there's gonna be a fucking heap of games to be played.
Yeah, there's a lot of double game weeks coming up.
I mean, I'd say the main reason I've lost interest is because Leeds were doing particularly poorly, so I only have Rafinha in my fantasy team, so I kind of got bored.
But now Leeds if Leeds turn a corner, Eddie will just come storming back up the table.
Because I took players out, so I think I need to bring Dallas back in, and I'm not sure who else needs to come back in.
Who is Rafinha? Is there still chat that we can swiftly segue nicely into some transfer news? Because it is January, it is the transfer window. It's quite nice that we're doing the pod in a transfer window because we haven't actually done this before, and we also really like football.
Let me get my yellow tie.
Yeah, transfer talk.
Transfer deadline day.
But yeah, there was the whole thing about Rafinha. Coutinho, for some reason, has gone to Villa. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That's just because Gerrard's there.
Yeah, I know, but
they played together at Liverpool. It's not a stupid move, really.
I don't know.
They've just got him on loan, so if it goes shit, see you later.
Yeah,
it goes well.
That's a really good deal for Villa because they haven't replaced Jack Grealish really.
Yeah.
They got Leon Bailey.
Yeah,
but he's
exactly.
Kind of bit injury prone. But at least if you have Coutinho, you'll sell tickets, you'll sell shirts. It's a good business move at least as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And if he scores a few right-footed worldies into the top corner, then
are you guys gonna put him in your fantasy team if you've got the case?
No.
Not until March. See how it goes.
What else is on the transfer news? What's the biggest thing?
Trippier
I guess
went to Newcastle.
Yeah, yeah, from like top team in Spain to Newcastle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rules everything.
Don't know
Around
what's
me
going on.
singing, dollar, dollar bill, yo. Dollar,
Yeah.
dollar bill.
All for those dollar bills, yo.
Yeah.
That's a
There's
shame.
no
I don't know.
ways.
I don't know. The only big things, really, I suppose, are it's where's Aubameyang going to go because he's on his way out. Where's
Yeah.
is Lacazette kind of on his way out as well? But then I can't see.
Lacazette will
think-
stay if Aubameyang goes.
I think they'll keep him to the summer, and I think I think a lot of clubs are now getting wise to there's no value in the January transfer window. You're paying like massively inflated prices because players
are in form.
Well, no, you're also seen to need the player at that point in the season to save your season, so prices just go up.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think there is a point to it. I think that you're right in saying that clubs have got wise to it. It's almost like it needs a bit more some sort of.
But then if teams need a player, they go. That's what the market's for. They go into it. So.
Yeah, well, you're gonna. I think it's good in the way that if you're like, do Villa need Coutinho? Maybe not. But you could argue that Newcastle actually do need Kieran Trippier because their fucking team's
Absolutely.
shocking. But then if let's say Leeds went in for a player, but Leeds have been hit by quite a few injuries, so you could argue that this is exactly what it's for because.
Are Leeds looking at anyone?
Fit.
Leeds will sign. They'll sign players if the right player shows up, but they won't just sign someone for the sake of. They won't do. They won't spend a heap of money. It has to make sense.
They won't do a Manchester United.
No, they won't. They won't do Jean-Kevin Augustin again.
Oh God, yeah. That was a bad time.
I mean, really, Leeds should have brought some centre midfielders in the summer, but they didn't. And they're kind of paying for that a bit now. But Adam Forshaw's come back from injury, so that's okay. But no, they still need a couple centre mids, really.
Yeah. But you're not going to get any of them in this time of year.
But no, even like the injury thing's ridiculous. They win 3-1 at the weekend, and 2 players came away from that game injured out for a month. So that's shit.
Hooray!
So Leeds is 16th in the table so far. Do you reckon they'll be able to bring it up a little bit? Brentford are doing a little better than people thought.
Look at the points totals around them.
To be honest, I'd be happy finishing 16th or 17th.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do relegation.
I mean, they're a win away from being 13th. You know, if anyone above them.
You look at all the games played.
Yeah.
So
have they got quite a heavy second half?
Actually, teams around them are catching up on games played, so it's starting to level out a bit actually. But Leeds had to play Leeds were basically riddled with COVID and injuries and had to play City, Arsenal. Who else did we play? Chelsea. So we had to play all these teams when we were absolutely riddled with injuries. So I'm sure we played someone else in there. Liverpool. No, the Liverpool game got called off. But yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll stay up, touch wood.
Duncan,
you've got a lovely home game against Newcastle coming up.
Speaking of what's happening in the Prem right now, what's your? I mean, it's kind of easy to make a prediction about who's going to maybe win the Prem.
Manchester City.
Man City look like they're running away with it. 10 points ahead at the halfway mark.
Yeah, I would probably say Manchester City would be my prediction for winner. Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think?
The only team that could catch them is Liverpool, but I don't know if they can. I don't know if they've got the squad to actually do it.
Yeah.
Nah, that's it. City won it.
What about second? What about top five? Top five predictions. Top 4 predictions.
Top 4. Well, City obviously top.
City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Reckon Arsenal will keep it.
Far off that.
They're playing well, actually. I've been really impressed with Arsenal.
Arsenal are playing well. It's pretty evident that Tottenham team needs an overhaul, and United
are
turned into
garbage right now.
You're
Leeds
not
United.
quite sure, or Manchester United. You're not quite sure where Manchester United are going to turn up.
No.
So,
especially if like all the rumours of players having to Google who Ralph Ragnick is.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I've been hearing really crap things that's going on in the camp. Like there's like cliques and shit now, and no one's really happy. And the players that aren't playing,
he plays for Leeds.
Oh. Is that a
You
pun?
can have that one, Duncan.
Yeah.
Save that one. Put that one in the locker.
I don't know. I think a lot of the guys in the transfer show on Sky Sports have been talking a lot about like hindsight with Man United, which is really annoying for me to listen to because they're like, what if this happened? What if that happened? It's like, yes, great, it didn't. Like, it's all a shit show. It'll be exciting to see what happens to Man United because it's weird. Like, they're not doing very well, albeit they're still 7th, which a lot of teams will be happy to be 7th in the table. You know.
This is the.
But like,
you can always go to.
This is the point I'm getting at. Is the entitlement of like the name of Manchester United. They can still somehow get players in like Sancho and like Ronaldo when they don't need them to come in. It's just a
club just needs a relegation. That's what it needs. So that'll sort you out. Good relegation. 16 years down there. That'll sort you right out.
I think they need a massive overhaul.
If Spurs finish above you, though, if Spurs finish above Manchester United, you just jump back to Spurs. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Never again.
If Spurs are winning.
I'm not doing that again.
There. Yeah,
not doing that again. But like, I heard a really good example of like you've got Man City and Liverpool who are doing really, really well right now with their managers because when you think about who was managing the clubs before them, the players that are in this team now, there's only maybe 1 or 2 original players in Liverpool that's in the Klopp team, which I think is like Henderson, you know? And then in Man City, it's Sterling and Rafinha. No, who's the midfielder? Fernandinho.
I don't know.
You know, like those are like the only original players from when they actually adopted the team, and then they've made.
What they're benefiting from as well is they've had managers in place for a number of years, and they're not just got caught up on the hire and fire, which is why Chelsea fluctuate because they just hire and fire. And now Manchester United have gone from having Sir Alex Ferguson in charge for like however long, like 20 odd years, to just all right,
5 managers.
Shit. Panic, sack the manager. Like, you've got to accept, like, that's what Liverpool did. They accepted that they were going to drop down for a period while they sorted themselves out and now they're in the top 4 all the time.
Yeah, what I found out was that when they hired David Moyes after Fergie, he wasn't just the manager and the coach. He was also, like, having to do all these other things higher up. And he just had, because they also fired whoever, or so many people left when Fergie left. And then
Fergie did a lot more than I think just managing the team.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Moyes probably all he needed to really do was focus on working with the team rather than the club and everything else. And now Woodward's left, which is great.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He's not left yet. He's leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah, end of the month.
End of the month?
Mm-hmm. End of Jan, yeah. He leaves at the end of Jan.
Ooh.
Class.
Class.
Yeah.
So we're predicting a Man City win. So
yes, we are. Yeah, we are predicting a Man City win.
You want to hold us to some predictions, don't you, Duncan?
Well, so City, Liverpool. For top 4 was City, Liverpool,
Chelsea.
Arsenal was one of them, and 4th. Who's with the Chelsea?
Chelsea if Lukaku starts playing again.
Doubt. I wouldn't be amiss to have that. I can't see anyone else do. That's not gonna work, is it?
Noises.
Yeah, what was that noise?
Lots of noises.
Batman team.
There we go. Da-na-na-na-na. Who do you think's going to win the Champions League?
What? Oh, in May. Who's in it?
Who's in it?
Yeah,
Let's find out.
Who's playing who in the draw again? Because that got changed twice, right?
Yeah, because they misdrew it or whatever.
I watched it. I watched it on YouTube and it was like Manchester United, and he's like, not possible. He's like, what? I was like, it's not possible. They were in the same thing.
Okay,
Love
round of 16 draw. Is this correct?
Yes,
Champions
League.
Champions. Right. Red Bull Salzburg play Bayern Munich. Benfica play Ajax.
We don't need to read them out. We can all just read it, can't we?
Oh, you can do. Of course, the listeners can't read it, but it's okay.
Yes. Yeah, come on, Eddie. Think about the audio listeners. You're always fucking up the audio listeners.
That's fine.
They just have to take our word for it. Like, You know, Arsenal are going to win it. You know, they've
Arsenal
never not
are
been in
gonna
the Champions
win it.
League, so Arsenal are going to win it.
Paris, PSG play Real Madrid. Inter Milan play Liverpool. Juventus have got Villarreal. Chelsea have got Lille. Man City have got Lisbon.
Manchester United, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, Manchester United have Atletico Madrid.
Man United are not going to win.
Do you think? I don't think Paris will win it. I think
No.
Bayern Munich, maybe. I'm gonna go Bayern Munich.
I don't actually know how these teams are doing in their leagues. I mean, those are the top, you know.
Bayern are winning.
Yeah. Yeah, but
really? What? No way.
But like that's the thing.
Yeah,
like
shocking.
the Bundesliga and the La Liga and everything is always like the same too. That's kind of why I love the Prem so much, because it's now you've got Chelsea and Arsenal.
The Spanish one's kind of been upended, as has the French one recently.
Because Barcelona. I think was the final last season Manchester City Bayern Munich.
No, it's Manchester City Chelsea. What?
All right. I think it might be Manchester City Bayern. Oh no, it looks like they're right next to each other.
No, I don't. It's not done by. It's not done by a tournament tree anymore. It's done by.
They just draw each round.
They draw every round.
All right, I think it's either going to be Manchester City or Bayern Munich. Going to win it.
Fair enough.
That'd be a
Bayern
good
Munich.
Final, actually. I'd watch
Eddie,
that.
Eddie, you locking in?
Final.
Locking it in, Eddie.
I'm just going to predict a final. Bayern Munich.
Oh, okay. Predict a final. Bayern Munich.
Okay.
I'm going Bayern to win.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't think anyone else is up to it.
No, I don't think Real Madrid are up to it. I think they'll get it.
No.
That being said, we've said this. I've said this now, and then Lewandowski will go like trip over a fucking cable. I say,
Okay.
oh well. Lewandowski. I also had Rory. What are you picking? You're not picking
I'll go.
I thought you should pick Bayern Munich.
They pick Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, Chelsea final.
Bayern Munich, Chelsea. Ooh, piece of candy.
Which piece of candy?
Piece of candy. I did have Super Bowl winner down here, but we don't have to do that.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I'm going to say
What sport's that?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm going to go for...
I don't think they're in the playoffs.
See, I don't even really watch
I'm going to go for the
NFL.
Baltimore Chickens.
Nice. That's a good call.
Pick a city and pick an animal.
Good call. I think it's going to be the Wisconsin Deers.
Ooh, they were with a good shout 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the Tennessee Tunas, but
I was
clever.
thinking the San Diego Whales as well, but
San Diego
Nice.
Whales.
Very good.
Let's go Whalers! Let's go.
Where are the other guys? The movie The Other Guys. Where's that set? Is that New York?
That's
New York.
It could be the New York Tuna or the New York Lions.
New York Tuna. Sorry, Tennessee Tuna. Oh, actually, no. They can move. They can move towns
Franchises
because
move,
they move
yeah.
towns all. They move. See, that's where the NFL's weird because the Rams moved from St. Louis to Los Angeles.
Ridiculous.
The LA Rams. Can you imagine if Leeds United just moved somewhere?
don't get it. Doesn't make sense.
Bizarre.
They moved to Sheffield.
How are you supposed to support a team for life?
I've got a couple more predictions for you guys.
Oh yeah, okay. Fire away.
World Cup winner.
Ooh, Scotland.
England.
Scotland, England.
Wales.
No, you've already said Scotland.
Who's that? I've already said Scotland. I'll stick with Scotland. Winning.
That's if we go-
Winning.
they're not even
It'll be
there
a
yet.
Scotland-England final, and Tierney will score. 1-0.
It's a bold claim. 1-0 England, because Tierney's goal will be ruled out by VAR.
VAR, yeah.
Or it'll be an own goal.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh no, I can't put that. That's no, can't do that, Duncan. Can't back then. That's disgusting.
What did you just write down?
I put the Netherlands down and then I realised what I'd written.
Fuck the dog.
I'm gonna say
What?
Spain.
Oh. Get on your
Fuck.
bicycle and cycle into a river.
Do you know
I don't
what?
know.
Actually, no. It's not
The
going to be
hair
Spain.
colour
It's gonna
taking
be,
over.
It's going to be Brazil.
Ooh. Are they still a football team?
They are.
Yeah.
They are. I think they might win it. Okay. Formula
Rafinha.
1 World Champion.
I reckon Lewis is going to
For 2023.
absolutely go ham this season. Hamilton. He's going to go Hamilton on there.
Well, he won it last year, so he'll win it again this year.
I agree. I agree. But speaking of like predicting who's going to, what do you think? Me and Eddie obviously both think Hamilton will win. Duncan?
George Russell, wild card.
George Russell.
I'll predict George Russell to win it, but I can't see that. I can see it once again being quite close, but we don't. This is one of the first years in a long time where we've got no concept of how these cars are going to go about the business.
Yeah.
of winning, you know what I mean? Because they're so close, and you were saying
Taking us
they're
back
much
to
smaller.
2014.
Yeah. Speaking of the cars, they look really small
They're still
compared
huge.
to. No, but like compared to this.
I'm not convinced by that graphic at all.
Yeah, it looks
No,
weird.
I thought they were still quite large.
And it looks like
Yeah,
they're
no,
running
I'm-
on like the concept says they're running on 18-inch wheels. What alloys?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
right.
graphics got to be bullshit. I really no, they can't be that short
No.
because of everything that goes on for the hybrid.
For
I don't
for
think they
visual
could physically be that short.
visual and audio listeners, we're looking at a graphic that we've shared on our own WhatsApp chat. So if you want to see it, either look at Eddie's screen or just Google it. You know, just Google. That's what I did. But yeah, it looks significantly smaller, which might be fun,
Bullshit.
Right.
but maybe it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Another prediction.
Bullshit.
Is it real? Maybe we're in the
Is that
Matrix.
real?
No,
Are we in the Matrix?
potentially.
Potentially. Speaking of the Matrix, they love video games, or I guess the Matrix is a video game or something. I haven't seen the new one yet. But Eddie, you wanted to talk about.
That's a brilliant segue.
That's a good segue, right?
That was so smooth.
Eddie,
Smooth,
you
like
wanted to talk
Glenn
about a video
Walker.
game. Am I correct?
Yeah. So last year we were pretty excited for the trailers for Battlefield 2042,
Yeah.
and I've subsequently played Battlefield 2042. I've put a bit of time into it as well.
And
It's fucking dog shit.
that's when the reviews have been coming in. I've been waiting for you to play it more because people have been
Fucking
hating
raging.
on it. Why is it dog shit?
Yeah. Well, me and Duncan have talked about this now, and
Yeah,
we've
but not
both
on.
looked at
It
some of
doesn't
this-
count because you didn't record it. You know.
No, we were just sharing our opinions on it.
Yeah.
Creating opinions.
No, we actually have a separate podcast, Duncan and Eddie chat.
Oh.
Things that we find
Catchy
cool.
name.
Yeah. And they've just overcomplicated it. It was you said it, Duncan. They've just forgotten everything they did good in the past and just gone, let's give them this. And there's too many characters to pick from, and they all have like loads of different options on them. So it's like, which one do you pick? And then, so when I was first thrown into playing it with Duncan, and I was just like, whoa, what do I do here? Like, I don't know what to pick. I couldn't choose. All the guns didn't make sense. All the customization. And at the start of a round, you have like 20 seconds to load out your character before you have to start. And the next chance you get to set up your loadout is first death. Which I was like, that's bullshit. Like, that's shit. You can't like set your dude up quick enough. Obviously, if you pre-thought it, you've gone in before you've done anything, and you've got
Yeah.
all your wee loadouts all set up. But
then how
I
are you
mean,
meant
like-
to know what every loadout is until you've actually tried all of them? You know.
exactly, and then when you're playing it, like, honest to God, it feels like it takes about like 20 bullets to kill a guy. It's painful. You're even like, I've taken to screen recording some stuff just because I'm like, how did that guy not die? It was a straight up headshot.
If
I
if
still
you've
get
got
it.
if you've got screen recording stuff, send it to me and I'll stick it on the Instagram and we'll see.
I'd
what...
rather not, because like in the moment I'm like, how the fuck did I not kill that guy? On
You're
review,
just
I
shooting
was
his
maybe-
toe.
No, on review I was maybe like 2 bar hairs off like his ear. and
Shooting
I'm
like
just
the A team
Oh.
just around him.
And I'm just like, yeah, but
Like the
previous
stormtroopers.
previous battlefields, you could shoot a guy in the space between his arm and his body, and he'd die. Like, it was brilliant,
It was
But,
brilliant. You could miss and still win.
but it was kind of a hit. But yeah, I just feel like it's painful, and I've actually clocked something where I've turned off. So the last time I played, I turned off the cross compatibility, cross whatever.
Yeah, you
so
turn it. You have to turn it off.
Oh,
It's
so that you're not playing against people with a PC.
with
Yeah,
a
PC or
because,
PS4,
it's
yeah.
painful. But the funniest thing about playing with them is there's like the WeChat bit, which is primarily PC people like
Yeah, typing
bitching,
away.
and it's so the butt hurt in some of them is very funny.
Yeah, the
They're all
butt
just
hurts
like,
much. It's funnier keeping it on for that. Rather
yeah.
Than...
But no, it's infuriating. The best bit of Battlefield I played was I went on and I played Rush Through the Ages, which is I think it was like a 32 player maps, or is it 60?
Yeah, it's 64 but it's 32v32. Yeah.
And that was so much better. Like smaller maps. I recognized a few, which was good. And yeah, but then you got stuck with all the old guns, which was a bit annoying. But at least you didn't have to like unlock all the stuff for them because they already had it. But
yeah, that's kind of, I agree with that. I think they've, like we said, they've forgotten they've got all the good stuff they did with Battlefield 5, 4, 3, Battlefield 1, whatever, and they've just it's like they just throw it out the window. And
I feel like they've tried to make it a bit what's the Fortnite-y with all those different characters. It feels like it's got a little bit Fortnite-y with each character having a different sort of like gimmick.
Yeah, I think the thing is though is that
yeah.
Fortnite, from what I understand, they're just skins for characters. All the characters do the same thing. Obviously, I think the main characters do that. Whereas they've tried to take this sort of Call of Duty did it where they had different characters, where they had like a red team and a blue team. One team was but they didn't do anything apart from their melee attack was different. But everyone had the exact same access to everything. Whereas in Battlefield, they've tried to maybe go the Overwatch route of having like heroes that do things like the Avengers sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work, and like you say, if you have too much customization, they need to have 6-person squads so everyone can bring a bit more to the party.
Also, my big gripe from playing it the other day pretty consistently for like 3 hours was you load up a game and then you're straight out the lobby, so you end up playing like the same 3 maps all over again instead of being in like a solid rotation of all the maps. I just ended up playing like the same 3 garbage maps over and over again.
There's no servers. It's like basically Portal has servers and they go in a rotation, whereas the main game mode seems to chuck everyone out and then match make everyone again, which means that, like you say, there's no rotation because it just randomly pulls a map from the pool.
Yeah. That was mega annoying.
Yeah,
I'm myself defending the same garbage or attacking the same garbage. I suppose good thing, the benefit is maybe you're not on the same team all the time, so it does mix it up in that regard a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not the only one that's hated it. I mean, I've just been looking it up here. On Steam, which primarily PC gamers, there are 30,000 negative reviews about the game. About the lack of weapons, apparently. The features in the new game are shit, and the performance. Like, actually, the performance of the game is really bad. So that's what the
performance
main...
on PC is actually pretty poor, but the performance on Xbox and on the Series X
PS5
anyway is
I was going to say
be fine.
Yeah.
You've not had any performance issues?
I had one at the start where it would randomly crash my Xbox and I'd had to restart it every time.
Always great for a video game.
Yeah, that was a humdinger, but apart from that, it was fine.
I've not had any. Yeah, I've not had any issues with it.
I wouldn't say it's garbage. I just think that it's so underwhelming, and it could have been. It's obviously could have been so much more.
I mean, I'm going to keep playing it
there,
because it's.
But...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to keep playing it because it's still fun.
Yeah.
But and you keep playing it in the hope that they do start to sort stuff out and patch things in and
be fine.
Make it a bit better. But
it's
the lack of guns is annoying as well, actually.
Yeah. But you know they're going to arrive at for like in the next season or whatever. They've just timed it really poorly, and it's just like I said, it's not actually anger or like sort of. It's just disappointing. I think that's worse. You're just disappointed.
Just disappointed.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. Unforgivable.
Nice, that's good.
Something that it would be fun if you could do in Battlefield 2024 was, I thought about this, was because there's loads of trucks everywhere, and if you could just like hop into one of the trucks, and like you got like a bonus achievement for just like hopping in a truck and putting it in reverse and just going beep 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 Trailer time.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a podcast within a podcast called Trailer Time, where Eddie is our host, and although I'm doing the intro, he talks about trailers trailers that we're stoked on that we've seen this week and or the weeks past, because we've not recorded in a couple of days, weeks. Yeah. Eddie, do you want to kick us off?
Yes. The Batman, the Bat and the Cat trailer. Is that actually the title of the film now? The Bat and the Cat?
No, it's just the title
no, it's just the title of the trailer. Okay. Yeah, because I think during the trailer she says the Bat and the Cat, and then
I'm really confused. Where's Ben Affleck? Who's
so
the
you know
dweeby,
you know how
vampire?
Marvel have done like a multiverse,
right?
This is the same. So like it's a different Batman.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
But they're not. But they're going to try and explain that in the Flash film.
Is that why she kind of looks like Halle Berry?
This is what
Possibly.
I thought.
Possibly.
Some really original casting.
But then,
Yeah,
like,
super
Catwoman,
original.
She looks like Halle Berry.
I think I sent you guys the picture. I was like, I just got. You said, "Oh, it looks like Halle Berry," and then I looked up. I was thinking to myself, I swear I've seen someone that looked like Halle Berry before Halle Berry. It was Eartha Kitt, played from the old, like the Adam West Batman TV series.
It's just blank faces there.
Yeah. Totally.
Well, so Eartha Kitt played Catwoman.
Yeah, the original Catwoman was
the original Catwoman, and I'm sure there's another person who played it before.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
So it's interesting that, like you say, Eddie, it's like, is this Halle Berry? Cut price Halle Berry? Or new and improved Halle Berry?
Sainsbury's Basics Halle Berry. It looks good. The more I see the trailer, or the more I see about this movie, I'm actually quite excited about it. I quite like Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, if you're going to
I like Bat and Bat. You just want to add as many bats as possible.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
It's just got to be as one solid bat.
Yeah.
Robat.
One solid bat.
Or Robot Pattinson.
Bat and Bat.
Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson. Robert Pattinson.
The same way, in the same way we had Batfleck.
Batfleck.
Batfleck, yeah. But
How's
Robert,
that gonna
Big Pattinson, he's looking jacked. He's clearly gone for the Batfleck look. He's not as sad as Batfleck, I don't think.
He looks more like a Christian Bale Batman than Ben Affleck Batman was.
I would even say
A lot of people
said he's either. But he's that like that in between.
A lot of people are saying
weird, sparkly Batman.
A lot of people are saying that this movie's based on the comic range of Year One. So like he's only recently been Batman for a while, so more like Christian Bale. And also
So that's why he's got
The Long Halloween, which is why it's kind of all like dark and red and like kind of makeshifty. Apparently his bat symbol is made out of the gun that shot his mum or something. Which I think is pretty dope.
Cool detail. There's
I mean, let it go, man. Move on.
Did you? I like how they've
dying
incorporated a lot
every
of the neon.
timeline. Just let it go.
No, we know
I like
all
how
about
they've
the pearls.
I like how they've incorporated a lot more like the neon and sort of the noir aspect. I really like how the music is very similar to the Batman animated series music.
Yes,
which is regarded as.
Look at you listening to music. That's good. Figuring out the soundtracks, getting the soundtracks, you big nerd.
Using your ear.
Using your ears,
your ear holes. Yeah, I like the fact that the music is very, or from the trailer anyway, and this main theme seems to be very similar to the animated series.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
I kind of like you mentioned noir aspect of it. The fact that Batman isn't just like a sweet ninja millionaire. He's also regarded as the greatest detective in the world, but we've never really seen him detect anything in any of his movies, other than maybe like a brief scene in Batman Begins when he's like looking at the
Dark
gunshot.
Knight, he did a few bits
The Dark
and
Knight,
pieces.
yeah. But this one looks seriously like, you know, he's working with the police, but kind of not with the police to try and figure out who the Riddler is. And I'm quite disappointed they didn't cast Jim Carrey again.
That's too busy being in Sonic the Hedgehog too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that movie looks amazing.
The first one was really good. I
I'm
really
sorry.
enjoyed Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. It was the last movie I saw in the cinema before I saw Spider-Man.
I've not seen it yet.
Which one's Sonic? It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Don't
can probably
wanna
get it on
watch 'cause it's
Netflix now.
animated.
It's not all
Uh,
animated. Pretty good though.
You've got Cyclops is in it. He's a human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but predominantly. It's got an animated character in it. That's a
Another
big fat no.
another big trailer that's not animated, but it also has a Batman character in it. Peaky Blinders
Oh.
new season trailer has just dropped.
By order of the Peaky Blinders. Have we all watched Peaky Blinders? Have you watched it?
Yeah, fucking love it.
I have watched bits of it, most of it.
Oh,
Not really.
again. Oh,
I don't really. I'm not really fussed for it. So
See, I wasn't
Cat's watched
fussed.
it all. So
I wasn't fussed, and then I
You
got
get
fussed
into
pretty
it
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched.
can't wait.
Season 1 and then season 5, which is unlike me because usually I like to watch everything. But I've watched quite a. Like I said, I know the story. I've kept up with quite a lot of it because
I'm gonna need a big catch up, sort of like 15 minutes before, like a
Yeah.
catch up block before episode 1.
I wonder if
what happened.
I wonder if the BBC, because obviously when I watched the Peaky Blinders, I binged it on Netflix, and
Yeah.
a lot of the start of their new seasons has like a huge recap of the season before, and I wonder if the BBC might do that just before the title sequence or whatever, just to try and catch you
I
up.
think they will. I think they will.
What was funny with my experience with Peaky Blinders is having binged it through Netflix, I felt like a lot of the season finales didn't quite hit as much as they should. Like
'Cause
there's
you
one
knew the
point.
next-
Yeah, because then I go, oh, next episode, and you're like, oh, he didn't,
Yeah.
like, this didn't happen. Oh,
Yeah.
it was just a red
Yeah.
flag, or it was a red herring, or whatever. And then,
Yeah.
so it's actually been a while since I finished season 5, so I might have to just watch, like, season 5 again.
The last 3 episodes.
Yeah. I'm
yeah,
excited.
no, I'm quite excited. Yeah. But what's quite clever
Duncan,
is
get in on
obviously
I'm
It all
already in. Like I
started-
said, I've watched bits. I have watched it, just not all of it.
it all started at the end of World War One, and now it's all going to finish at the start of World War Two. So that's quite
Class.
giving themselves a good time bracket to work in.
I think they've done very well with their time jumps, which I thought have been quite
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
Usually that is a sign of like a bad sign that there's massive like gaps. You just have to look at like the Dark Knight Rises, and then there was also Boardwalk Empire. Which
How
had
did
the
he get out
final,
that
like-
hole and get to Gotham so quickly?
No, not that. I mean, like the Dark Knight Rises takes place 7 years after the Dark Knight.
Oh, right. You mean like
So
through seasons, the
timeline-wise-
timeline of
yeah,
seasons.
So like
yeah.
it jumps. So, but Peaky Blinders kind of has done a consistent catching up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of catching up with the family every so often, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, that works. That works really well, especially because they've stuck to it. The other one was like Boardwalk Empire, which is very similar to Peaky Blinders, I guess. It's kind of probably its best comparison. Or
Yeah,
Sopranos, but like Boardwalk
Yeah,
Empire,
it's more, I guess, more American, more specifically about the
booze, yeah.
prohibition. Yeah.
But just in terms of, they did a time jump in their last season where they jumped forward. It was quite a hefty jump, but it didn't work because
everyone was like, huh?
you're basically reintroducing everybody
Yeah.
because they're all in different places.
Man, I can't even
Yeah.
remember that. It was so long ago. But no, who knows? I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. Are they only doing
Yeah.
6
Yeah, it'll be
seasons? Is this going to be the final
Yeah,
season?
final season. Final season.
I'll be intrigued to see how much the Polly is in it because she passed away.
Oh,
last year.
yeah. But then I
So,
think
was
they
she not-
must have finished filming before.
Was she
I
not
don't-
killed
I don't
off in
know.
season 5?
Oh,
Was she?
I need to watch season 5 again. Did she die?
It's not also going to be. It's
I know
also
that
gonna be a Peaky
season
Blinders
5
movie.
was very. Season 5 was very heavy on Polly. Like she had like a huge role in that season.
I feel like she was killed off in season 5, but I might be wrong.
I think
can't
it'd be
remember.
another
I'll have to
red
watch it
herring.
again.
I need that fucking recap.
Yeah, no, it shows how much we actually maybe paid attention, or it's just been
Yeah.
so long. Shall we move on,
Doesn't
lads?
say. Hmm.
Yeah. Final trailer.
Yeah.
I found this
Final trailer.
in a bit of a trailer binge, and it brought a smile to my face and made me laugh and think it looked quite fun.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's a serious movie or a tongue-in-cheek movie.
Or an Armageddon
I think it's-
movie.
I think it's a bit of like a combo. I think it's like serious, but it's got like keep a comic relief in it.
Yeah, because it's got our lovable. It's called Moonfall. It's got
Moonfall,
we've already mentioned her, Halle Berry.
Hi, Barry.
And then the lovable Sam from Game of Thrones. My favorite character.
The comic relief is.
Yeah, the comic relief guy. He looks like he's quite good in it. And then at first I thought it was kind of like Don't Look Up, the Leo DiCaprio movie, and then it kind of got a bit more. It's a different kind of comedy because the Up in the Air movie is kind of like funny in a way of like, fuck, this is actually how the world is run. Whereas this one's more like, here's a little quick quip or a little joke from like the comic relief guy, rather than like, this is like dark comedy where it's quite sad that it could actually happen.
Did you ever see Vice, which was directed by Adam McKay of Anchorman and Don't Look Up fame? It was Christian Bale playing Dick Cheney. In full method mode because he put on like a heap of weight for it. And it was very dark because it's kind of like you say, it's kind of, oh my god, I can see this happening. And the Vice one did happen. That's what makes it even worse. It's got Sam Rockwell as George W. Bush. It's very good. It's on Amazon Prime, I think. For free.
For free.
Nice. What was it called again?
Vice. But you're right. Don't Look Up kind of has this
I have
dark
seen that.
comedy,
Yeah.
whereas this one,
Yeah.
I
like.
obviously Wolf of Wall Street. What was the other one he did? Big Short.
Yes. No. Don't Look Up was good. I enjoyed that. Do you know what else I watched actually?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
We Fun Bonus. Eddie watched this and enjoyed it for you. It's on Netflix.
New segment.
It's called Stay Close. Stay Close. And it's a limited six series, so it's just 6 episodes. Sorry, 6 series, 6 episodes. They're about 45 minutes long. And the main dude in it is Irish actor. He's always a policeman in a lot of what he does. Oh, I forgot his name.
Like John Barton.
Just give me the fucking name. James Nesbitt.
Oh yeah, that's on. Yeah. This is on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, on Netflix. So it's pretty good. Worth a watch. Do it.
Do it.
Had us hooked. Fiona guessed the baddie at the start.
Oh, very good. Well done, Fiona.
No, but I didn't believe her, and found out. Well, I didn't believe her, but I thought it was maybe something else. But no, it was good. Couple creepy folk in it.
So much to watch. Still got to watch Around the World in 80 Days as well. Been watching on BBC.
Oh man. I mean, I'm currently here. This could be a good segment actually in the pod. We could add this in at the end. What are we watching? What are we recommending? That's quite good. Things we're watching. What are you like? Yeah, I don't know.
We finally finished Arcane last night, which was one of the best shows I've seen last year.
You were talking about that.
Painting. It's so good. I'm surprised more people haven't watched it. It's phenomenal.
I don't know if it's a great thing to call a TV show like watching an oil painting. I find that very boring.
It's not so much that sounds like you say. That sounds very boring. But I'm talking more about.
You're telling me to watch dry paint already dry.
Yeah, well, it's moving dry paint, so you'll be all right. You'll see what I mean. Just watch it, you'll see what I mean.
Nice. I've written it down, so.
Just back half of Bosch, then we've got to watch Stay Close, Peaky Blinders, got Finished Money Heist. We've also got. What else have we got on the go? Actually, I think that's all of it. Titans, we've got to watch. The Witcher.
The Witcher. It's so good. Have you watched The Witcher, Rory?
Yeah, I'm currently on episode 5 of season 2. It's so good. I'm enjoying.
I think, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm enjoying season 2 already. It's more monster heavy, which I'm quite happy about.
Yeah. We
finished it. Some actual witchering, which is important.
He is actually being a witcher for once. Yeah.
Yeah.
during the filming, he was like strapped up on his leg with bandage. Apparently, like he actually properly injured himself during filming.
Yeah, I've noticed that actually. He's been wearing this
So he's got
bandage on his
around
left
his
leg.
quite a lot.
Yeah. Maybe he
Something
cut himself with an actual sword. That's pretty cool. Henry Cavill's the best.
Classic future James Bond.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm watching The Witcher just now, almost finished it. I'm finishing Money Heist, and I'm also finishing Cobra Kai Season 4.
Haven't started that yet. Add that to my list as well.
Ciao, Bella.
It's a difficult one because it's good and it's also really shit. Because
all right,
it's,
I'm not going to bother.
No,
it's
we talked
so,
about this before, though.
So that.
Yeah, it's so 80s. It's written like it was written in the 80s. It's so predictable.
Yeah.
The characters are so unbelievable. But the music's great,
It's a
and it's all
musical where
about
everyone
like
it's a
a
musical where
karate
everyone knows
town,
karate.
and it's like, yeah, and it's just like
The
I'm
best
going to
bit
fight
about
you with.
it- Sorry, the best bit about it is the mum of the Daniel Russo's wife, who seems to be the only person that's self-aware of what's going on.
Not in season 4.
Dun, dun, dun.
But she's up until now, she's been self-aware of like just things that
Yes.
she's been saying. So she'll
Yeah,
say
up
things like,
until now-
why is everyone?
now
why
she's
does
just getting
everyone know
involved.
karate? Why is everyone getting into these? No, she's getting involved, but it's more of her throwaway lines of things. She just pours herself large glasses of wine. Go, why is everyone fighting? Why are people breaking into my house? Why are there no cops?
Where's
in
the
this town?
police?
Yeah, where are the police in this town?
Like they talk about season 4, they talk about how there was a huge fight in their house and a small child got thrown through a window. And then they talk about, why didn't you phone the police? And she was like, oh, we didn't want to get involved. And it was like, what the fuck? They broke into your house. Like your daughter almost got stabbed or whatever. Oh, it's weird.
Yeah.
Phone the police. They don't exist.
So-
So we're not going to phone the police.
Such a great but cheesy show.
A great shit show. It's good
It has
for
no-
if you're
It has
hungover.
no right to be as good as it is.
Yes. Agreed.
Oh dear. Eddie, got anything else on the watch?
Nope. We're at lull. You can find something.
Well, we've given you a lot of options there, so you could watch many.
That would involve him going back and listening to the podcast, which he's not
Yeah.
going to do.
This is true. Not
I was
something
getting,
that we do.
I was getting ahead of the curve with some googling.
Nice. Well, have you watched The Witcher? Have you finished it?
Yeah, finished it.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Well, then I don't have anything for you. So shall we end it there?
Yeah.
All part of the plan.
Nice one, that'll do it. If you guys want to contribute to the topics, you can find us on all the socials by searching for That's Class Pod. Let us know what you find class, and we'll probably put it in a future episode. Where we've not done that yet because no one's actually written in, so be the first. Write in, and we'll feature you and your question or whatever you find class, and we'll probably talk about it. Like I said at the top, you can catch our faces now on Spotify because they're doing Spotify video podcasts. You can also catch us on YouTube. You can listen to it on any other place that you can get podcasts. Leave us a like, leave us a review. Everything does reviews now. It's great. Subscribe if you're on YouTube and things like that. Leave us a comment, share it with your friends. Biggest thing of all is thank you very much for listening. And we'll maybe see you next week. Who knows? Keep an eye out. We'll pop up someday. Have a super day. Say goodbye, Duncan.
Goodbye, Duncan.
And as Eddie says at the end of every episode of That's Class,
Everyone's a whore, Grace. We just sell different parts of ourselves.
Peaky
Tommy
Blinders.
Shelby, Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
I love Duncan's just
By
blank
order
face.
of the Peaky Blinders.
Amazing.